Back in Omarchy, and we're going to look at AI. Now, AI is everywhere. Probably in the midst of this video that you're about to watch, you'll get some advert from some millennial, Gen Z, or even Gen X talking about how AI can save you, change your career, give you assistance, and all this is everywhere. And it's a bit annoying at times. I mean, but it's great. I mean, AI is really useful if you don't believe too much of the hype. It can do tons for you. It can help you code. It can organize. It can do images. It can do all sorts of stuff and create music. So Omarchy comes with a pre-configured sort of package for AI. So we're gonna go through that and have a look at what you can do with Omarchy with AI. Okay, so first of all, just jump into here, and if you go into install, you'll see down the bottom you've got AI. All right. So what's Claude Code? Claude Code is basically for coding. I mean, this is operating system has been built, batch scripted, built, whatever your terminology is, by a developer. So a lot of this is focused towards code. So you've got Claude Code, which is basically will help you write code. You've got Gemini in the AR. I'm not sure what that one is. I mean, I know what it is. I know what Gemini is, but I don't know if it helps you because it's got OpenAI Codex on there, which again is for coding. LM Studio, we'll come to it a bit. Ollama, which is a standard engine for running LLM models, and then you've got Crush and OpenCode, which I'm sure both of those are to do with code as well. But obviously, I'm creative. I don't do code, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at Ollama, the LLM Studio, look at making some pictures as well. So let's start off with Ollama. Now, when you punch this in, it will pull down Ollama from the internet and install it on your system and just sit there. So what you need once it's done to get it to run, let's get out of this. You need a terminal, and then you need to write Ollama serve. And now this will fire up the engine bit at the back, but I think you can directly do this from the interface. You can bring up a mini terminal toolkit, but there's much better ways to do it. So I installed, let's just get to a new window. I installed a thing called Warehouse, which is basically allows me to load flat packs. So if you go in here and install a package, install packages, and you can search, and you search for Alpaca. Oh, he spelled it wrong, Alpaca. This is, you can use this on every Linux distribution I've played with so far. It's a great front end to run LLMs. There's tons of other ones as well, but you need to do it. Flatpak's just the easy way to do it. It's not. I don't think it's in the AUR, and I haven't seen it in the package repository for this. So once you've installed it, here you go. It'll show you. It's up the top there. I also installed a thing called Flatseal, so I can fiddle with the permissions of the Flatpaks, and then you just end that. So okay, so that's in. So let's get rid of that. So what we need to do, I've got Ollama running in this window. Oh, not that one. In this window, I've got Ollama running. So just go into another window and then launch Alpaca. So that apps Alpaca. So give it a sec, and it launches up. I've been playing with this. So basically, to talk you around this part of it, you can go in and I've downloaded ChatGPT-OSS, which is a 14 billion parameter model. Once you've got it set up, when it's connected, you need Ollama running first. Once it's connected, you can pull down all these models. And the way to connect it is like this. So in here, you've got manage instances. And that's my instance. You just set it up. So you click plus. Now, I don't think the managed one, you still need to install Ollama. The management doesn't work very well. You used to install it automatically anyway. So I would select that one if you've done the Ollama path. But then you can hook it up to pretty much anything. If you've got the API key or the tokens, you can hook it up to any of these. So Grok's a really good one. Grok Cloud, if you get the key from the Grok Cloud, pop it in here. You can use much bigger models in the cloud, and it's really quick, and it's much cheaper than using ChatGPT. So there you go. So let's cancel that. Let's go back out. So I've loaded ChatGPT-OSS, which is that. So let's bring up, and on here I've got Super A. That brings up ChatGPT, but connected as a web app. So that's now I'm connected to ChatGPT in the cloud. And then just have a look at what happens to the memory. Just bring up BTOPS. So when I punch in some information, let's do a new chat. Okay, there goes. What is a black hole? Let's click on that. And you'll see that over here, my GPU, as it offloads the model into memory, should go bananas. Once it's in memory, it gets really, really quick because it just sits there. Now, there's timers you can build into Alpaca how long to keep the model in memory. So it's cracking on pretty quick there. And then let's have a look. What are black holes? What are black holes? Badly spelled, but sort of see it's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. But you can see down here, if you look, you can see BTOP says the GPU is being used completely for it. So yeah, so you've got lots of options. And I mean, the best way to use this, if you're not using the code, having local AI is like, okay, there you go. What is the AUR? And it will find out. There you go, AUR. Oh, it doesn't know. It's trying to work it out. What is the, oh, it's gone for Aurora. But you get my gist. You've got a local one you can play with. You don't need to put anything in the cloud. Privacy, you've got privacy is what you want. And that's great. So yeah, so you've got ChatGPT. You can build in, I think it's got Grok. Let's have a look. So Super K, Grok. Yeah, so Super Shift A, let's escape. Super Shift A, and then it brings up Grok, and that's another web app, so you can log in and use that. So if you set up your keys, you can jump between AIs, have one locally, which is great. You have one here, and you know you can do one, so you can upload in other models. There's tons of other models to play with. Let's have a look. Llama 3.2. Obviously, it all depends on your graphics card. That's a 16 gigabyte 5060 Ti in there, so I can probably get 14 billion parameter model in there, I think. But the ChatGPT-OSS is 14 gig. So you really want to get something not as big as your graphics card, obviously, otherwise you can't offload it into memory. So that's basically Ollama using Alpaca as your front end. You've got your web apps, you've got everything. So you've got tons of access to just knowledge, you know. And obviously with this, you can incorporate, this is the Alpaca. It's a really cool tool. You can manage the tools, so you can add background remover, Spotify controller, web search, extract, Wikipedia. You can add tons of external stuff. Obviously with Ollama, I mean, I used to do a lot of this. You install the web UI or web GUI, and you can run it that way. So you get much more, it looks much more like ChatGPT. I mean, so once Ollama, you've got Ollama running, you can interface with it in multiple ways. This is just easy, isn't it? It's like having a chatbot thing that's yours. Just have it running in the background. And every time you launch this or just jump between it just sits there. Because you notice the model's unloaded pretty much from memory down here. Anyway, so let's shut that. Let's get rid of these BTOPs. Let's go back to Ollama. So I need to shut this down before I do anything else. Okay, so that's like local LLMs. Really easy to set up on here. You know, it's all built for you. Click the button. Normally you'd have to go to the Ollama website, do it. And also, so you've got LLM Studio. So let's fire that up quickly. Apps LLM Studio. And that just installs straight through the installer part. Here we go. And it's got an update. We'll do that later, maybe later. And the model I've got in there, let's do the chat. I've selected, right, we'll reload last selected model. And I've got Google Gemma 3N EF4B. That's a tiny little model that can run on phones and laptops. But obviously over here, you can choose all these models to load in. And it's quite clever. Runtime tells you what you've got on there, hardware, and it talks about you can actually lift off and make your system absolutely, you know, go nuts. Limit models offload to data memory. You've got a lot more control in here. So let's go back, just ask a quick question. What is a black hole? There is a big difference between some of these models. ChatGPT-OSS is what's called a sparse model. So it only loads part of itself, the parameters, into memory. Llama 3.3, I think, is what's called a dense model. So that literally lifts into your memory and you lose it all. So ChatGPT-OSS is great because it sort of only uses as much as it thinks it needs. So it's a bit easier on your memory. So there you go. We're all about black holes. So that's basically LLM Studio. Really simple. Have a play with it. all sorts of stuff you can do in here. Really simple, and it's easy to install on Omarchy, so let's go to that. So I was thinking about setting a video setup on here, but that's a bit long-winded and it's quite difficult one to explain. So I'm just going to do images. So there's a really good app, and let's go to Super B called Invoke. And basically you need to go to the Invoke Git, Invoke AI Git. And in there, you can pull down one of the installers. The installers, where are you? Invoke, I'm looking at it, missing it. Installation, download the installer. So you just download this, you want the Linux one, and it pulls down an app image, which will then install into your system, which is great. And then you need to pull in some models. I'll talk you through that in a second. So anyway, let's get it up. Apps, Invoke, there it is. And you get, what's going on there? Close, I've hit the wrong one. I've already hit the wrong one. Let's get rid of that. So let's go Apps, Invoke, Community Edition. Launching. There we go. Okay, don't worry, file up there. I think that would look like one of my sort of text editors. Anyway, so this comes up, and you can, the updates come up. So what you do is you launch it, and it'll start to run a split screen. So we need to move the screen that you're going to work in to a different workspace. So just that comes up over there. So then you go Shift 3. I've moved it to workspace 3. So this is me just mucking around. So let's just go through this really quickly. Go here, and in this you can pull down the starter model. So you've got Stable Diffusion 3.5. These models here, the Flux Dev ones, you'll need to get a token from Facehugging, paste it in, then you can pull them down because they're like not free models. So I just pulled down, what do I got in here? Cyber Realistic, Flux Dev, right. So let's go over here, and it's super simple to do stuff. So I just put there Half-Life 2 Industrial Landscape, and you can just give it a prompt style. Let's just do photographic landscape, and then landscape, broken vehicles. Can't, and it's thankfully it's got spell check built in. Broken. I can't spell that for me though. Vehicles. Oh man. Okay, broken cars. And that's in. So you just click in the Invoke, and it will generate out your image. Let's actually bring in BTOPS again for that. See, that will really hammer the memory. So it goes 100% GPU usage. There you go. And that's bringing in 1000 by 24 by 1024. And it'll render me a picture. It's really simple. You can go so much deeper into this and obviously do tons more. I mean, but just don't install. If you need to, just a bit of, if you're doing, I don't know, DaVinci Resolve editing and you need a background, you can just do it, 1920, 1080 in here. Tell you what you want. It'll generate the background. You can comp in your image in minutes. So you don't have to stock art out of the window, isn't it, really? You can just make your own stock art, your extra bits for your shots. There you go. It's still loading in. So BTOPS is max that CPU out. Max the GPU right out there. Oops, sorry. Extra one of those. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. Still going. Obviously, you can go in here and you can change in the advanced options how many steps. 30 steps, quite a lot. Change the amount of steps. So there you go. There's my broken car thing. Just drop down the steps to 12. Just run one more time on a random seed. So it's going to do this again, but it'll only make 12 steps to do it. Change guidance for how close you want to stay with the prompt. So this should be a lot quicker. He says, done 12 steps. But there you go. I mean, there's your image AI as well. So you've got access to absolutely everything. There you go, is the car. So shut this down. Just come to 1, 2. There we go, shut down. And it'll shut the whole thing down. Shut down normally, double, gone. And there you go. So there's a quick look round the AI capabilities go back into that menu, install, and then you've got AI at the bottom there. So you've got all that to play with. I mean, Ollama, LLM Studio, the Invoke things on the website, just get it. And you're good to go. I mean, you've got, if you're a coder, it's all there for you, which is brilliant. I mean, but yeah, really, really simple. The only thing I didn't do there's video. That's a bit of an epic. That's a bit of a setup. I'll maybe do a video setup at some point in the future. Anyway, so that's Omarchy and AI. Thanks for watching.